We're going to graph irrational numbers. This is 5.8c, and it's the very last video for Chapter 5. We have 19 previous videos, and they're in the geometry playlist if you need them. Numbers such as square root of 2 and square root of 3 are irrational, which means they can't be written as the ratio of two integers. In decimal form, they're infinite, non-repeating decimals. We can round the decimal form to estimate the location of these numbers on a number line, or we can use right triangles to construct their location exactly because of their hypotenuse. Now, pi is an irrational number that we round to 3.14. And look at this. This is the first 500 digits of pi, but it goes on infinitely. Try putting that on a number line. That would be difficult, wouldn't it? So, we can draw a line, that's the first thing we do, and mark 2 points near the left side of the line and label them 0 and 1. And the distance from 0 to 1 will be 1 unit. Now my advice, because I learned the hard way, you might want to put these a little farther apart from each other, okay? We set our compass to 1 unit. We measure this, so that's 1 unit, okay? And mark the increments at 2, 3, 4, and 5 units to construct a number line. So, knowing that that's 1 unit, I can now put it on 1 and make an arc, put it on 2, make an arc, 3, 4, etc. And I have these equidistant spots on the number line. Next, we construct a perpendicular to the line through 1. I don't know if you remember how to do that, but we take our trusty compass, and we can put it on 0 and a little farther than 1. We make a big arc. Then, because 2 is equidistant to 1, we put it on 2 and make a big arc. And through the points where the two arcs intersect, we draw our perpendicular line. Okay? Now, using our compass at the same setting we used to mark the increments on the horizontal line, this increment here, okay, using that setting, we mark 1 unit up from the number line. So, with that setting of these spaces, okay, from 0 to 1, we put our point right on 1, and we put a little arc, and then we can draw a hypotenuse, and that's going to be the square root of 2. The legs both have length 1, so by the Pythagorean theorem, the hypotenuse has a length of square root of 2. We set our compass to the length of that hypotenuse. We measure it with our compass, like this, and we make a nice big arc with our point at 0, the length of this hypotenuse. We make a nice big arc, and where it hits this number line is the square root of 2, because that was the square root of 2. And we make this swooping arc, it puts that point right there for square root of 2, okay? And we repeat steps 3 through 5, starting at square root of 2. We construct a perpendicular line, we do the hypotenuse, we make the arcs, and we keep going, and eventually we're going to have square root of 3, square root of 4, all the way down our line, okay? So a close-up of this, when we made our perpendicular line and we measured that 1 increment unit from here to here, and we found that it was right there, and drew our hypotenuse, we went like this for the length of this hypotenuse, and we made 1 big arc, and that put square root of 2 right there, because that's square root of 2, see? This is all square root of 2. So where it hits this line, we can put that on our number line, okay? Then for square root of 3, we made another perpendicular line. Through square root of 2, we made a hypotenuse, and which is this second little brown one that's lower, and we measured it, made a swoop, and that's how we found square root of 3. And we can continue this on to make an entire number line of irrational numbers. Now, you can watch Algebra I video 11.1b for estimating the value of radicals by using perfect squares. And if you've been watching all these videos, you know I'm really pushing you to watch Algebra I, Chapter 11, aren't I? So we're finished with Chapter 5 now. We're moving on to Chapter 6, 6.1 to be exact, and we're going to be identifying and classifying polygons. Then after that, we're going to do the polygon angle sum theorem, then the polygon exterior angle sum theorem, and then we're going to do relations and functions, and these are all 6.1, A through D, okay? So that's it. Chapter 5 is done. We're moving on, and I hope you have a great day. I hope you're doing well, and I'll see you next time. And please hit that like button for me. Bye.